Okay, so I think this might be easier conveyed over what's the word I'm looking for? Audio message. So basically what you're like conflating the term system as it relates to DID and system as it relates to like the diagnostic and whatever criteria manuals. And the point that you're missing is the word system. So generally speaking, like when you are using like jargon for something, something you'll notice if you ever see a word in multiple kind of settings where that word is used for specific jargon for a specific thing, you'll notice that the word has commonalities in terms of what it means. So if we take a bunch of different topics and we compare them all, the thing you're going to see is that the word system equals structure, organization of a thing. So a DID system has to do with structural dissociation. It has to do with how that brain organized trauma. In the case of endogenic systems, the brain does similar organizing, but to a lesser severity. You don't have the amnesia. You still might have communication issues, but you don't have the amnesia. So it's still a system of structuring, but it is by no means purposeful. Okay, let's take the word. Let's see what other context we can use the word system. Operating system. How the computer or the phone or whatever it is that you're using structures all of the information to be able to work. So if you go back to the Diagnostic Statistical Manual and the ICD, you have systems that categorize how the thing, like the different disorders are categorized. It's a categorization. Another kind of niche usage of the word system, and the thing that pops in my brain first when someone says the word system and it doesn't have any other qualifiers like next to it, like DID or whatever, my brain immediately thinks of houses and astrology, because there's different house systems, there's different ways of calculating where different houses start and end. And then that, again, isn't necessarily problem solving. I mean, I guess maybe in the mathematical sense, but it is just, it's categorization. So again, all of these things have in common that it's just categorization. So you saying that endogenic systems can't use the word system because they're not as miserable as you are is false and is not at all. If you look at any etymology, like not, I mean, etymology isn't quite the right word because that has to do with like where a word comes from. But if you look at the how the word is used in multiple contexts, it's how information is organized. Like in Dungeons and Dragons or other TTRPGs, the system there is how the game is structured. There's nothing broken about it. There's no problem to solve. It's literally just how the thing is structured. That's why I'm using a mixture of different things here to show that you are fucking wrong on how that word works.